What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fish Over Chicks Woodworking. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to be showing you how to finish a cutting board. So this is for after your cutting board is assembled and you're ready to sand it and put some oil on it and make it food safe. I've got 5 easy steps on how to do this, and it does not take too long, and they're super easy, so let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab a mat or a towel or something like that to put down on your workbench here, because if your workbench is anything like mine, you do not want your cutting board touching it. It'll get dinged, scratched, and dented. So something like this, I've got like a piece of a green rug that I had left over down, and then you're going to want to grab your cutting board. So after you got that, the first step is going to be to sand it to 120 grit. And then the next step will be going to 220 grits. And those are the only 2 grits you're going to need. So let's start step 1 by sanding it all down. Before you do that, you're going to want to grab a pencil and you're going to want to draw some lines on your cutting board, just like this. And those will be a good guide. Do it on both sides. Those will be a good guide. Once those are all gone and you can't see any of them at all anymore, because you've sanded it all off, then you'll know you can move up to the 220 grit. Alright, now let's go ahead and move to the 220 grit. So you're going to go ahead and grab a wet shop rag and you're going to go ahead and just wet the whole thing down. And what that's going to do is it's going to help a lot of the little grains stand up. And then you're going to go ahead and sand all those back down with the 220 grit again. And what that's going to do is sand all those little things down that are standing up, so it's going to give it a really nice soft finish in the end. So we're going to wait about 40 minutes for this to dry. This board is completely dry now. So what we're going to do is sand it again with the 220 grit sandpaper, and like I said, that's just going to make the finished product super smooth. Alright, so the next thing we have to do right before it's ready for the mineral oil is take a damp cloth and just very lightly go over it. And you're not trying to get the water to soak into the wood at all. What you're trying to do is just take off any little pieces of sawdust or anything like that that's stuck to it, just so we can have the cleanest surface possible for the mineral oil. So that should only take a couple minutes to dry. I mean, you can see here it's almost completely dry from that. And then we'll go ahead and do the mineral oil. So let it dry for 2 to 3 minutes and then we'll put the mineral oil on it. So while we're waiting for this to dry, I'll tell you about the oil we're using. So this is just cutting board oil, which is the same exact thing as mineral oil. If you go to any hardware store, or any big box store even, just ask for mineral oil or cutting board oil, and this is probably what they'll give you. This is Howard cutting board oil. So it's colorless, odorless, and tasteless, and this is food grade, so this will make the board actually safe to have food and other things on it. So this is what you need. This bottle is about 10 bucks, so not too bad, and it goes a long way. So now that it's ready for the mineral oil, we're going to take this out of the way for now, just because we don't want to get oil on that. And then you're going to put down a paper towel like that, place your piece on the paper towel, and then grab another piece. I recommend a shop towel because they're a little bit tougher than paper towels, so there won't be any bits and pieces coming off this. And you don't have to wear gloves. I'm going to wear gloves just because mineral oil feels weird on my hands. And now all there is to do is pour some on the board, just like that. You don't have to be stingy with it at all. The more the merrier. And just rub it all the way in. Make sure you're covering every part of the board. Definitely make sure you're getting these ends and the edges and the sides. You're going to need more, so just keep putting mineral oil on the rag. Really make sure that you cover each part of it. Now you're really going to see the grain pop, and it's starting to look really nice. Now flip it over, do the other side. And there you have it. It looks amazing. You are going to need to repeat this step 3 times, so you're going to need to do it 2 more times after this dries. I'd say give it about 20 minutes to dry. I believe that is also what the instructions say of this. Give it about 20 minutes to dry, then go over it with another coat, doing the exact same thing. Give it another 20 minutes, then go over it with another coat. And then after you've done the third coat, if there's any excess spots you see where there's definitely like, I wouldn't say puddles, but there's definitely a good amount of mineral oil there, you just go ahead and grab a blank cloth and wipe that off, and then you are all done. It will be food safe, and that's it. So there you have it. That is how you finish a cutting board in 5 easy steps. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below any other videos you'd like us to make, and we'd be more than happy to make those. But until next time, thank you so much for watching.